Dr. Chaos. Welcome back to X4. It's been a while. I really should be playing more often. I have a problem, I know. YouTube. Sorry, streaming is a really iffy thing with me. I need to get better at it. I mean, it's been like a month since the last time I jumped into the game. Okay, let's have a quick look at things. So... oh yeah, there's this one, which is a little bit iffy because that's to do with a quest. That's... no, not this one. Not this one. This one, yeah. It's... do I have... you just get stuff to it. Then obviously we have the in-car catcher, 3 in-car catchers bring stuff around. And now quick modification, I need you to go off. Basically, eventually we'll get that dealt with. And then we have a bunch of miners. Cool. And then obviously our kinda command fleet, well, our patrol fleet. Ooh. Go get repairs. It's the actual ship that needs the repairs, right? Nope. Nope, not you. You. Not you. Cool. You... What are you coming to collect? Oh yeah, we were setting up what? Advanced electronic. Oh yes, we're setting up advanced electronics production. That is brilliant. Great thing. Great that I remembering that. Advanced electronics being a iffy thing that I need to deal with overall. Yeah. I see. Helium, methane, hydrogen all come in. Yeah, the all actual physical stuff is a little bit iffy. Yeah. I mean, looking at this, we currently working on energy cell production, then working on getting more pier set up, so that's good. Looking at this, that's fine, we'll take what we need later. Now, yes, this was a frigate, 2 heavy fighters and 4 fighters. Ooh, what are the Terrans doing? So yeah, frigate, 2 heavy fighters. Two two heavy fighters, and then it's a. I mean, there's already so much in debt for. Okay, yeah, 41. 41 million. I mean, we have a lot of advanced. We have. We don't have a lot of advanced electronics, but we have the ability to make a bunch. Um, the silicon wave is a little worrying. However, should be fine. And then obviously we have just water being dealt with because of the neighboring things. But if we have water, then could we not just go for... wait, that just energy and water. Like, how does it... So this... So as it says here, 1,000 workforce capacity. That, understand. You can have 1,000 people. Wait, did it say 1,000 or 10,000? $1,000. Okay, so I need 10 of these. Wow. Yeah, getting the secondary dock pier up and running will be brilliant. So then... see, the issue is there's a bunch of xenon in the area. Be quick, be careful. Oh, we are low on the refined metals. I am tempted to get other larger ships. We have a lot of hull parts manufacturing capability. 11,000 an hour. Currently, quantum troops, microchips. It's sort of it's roughly like a 3-to-2 ratio or something. One of these was a 3-to-2 ratio, or something. No, something the microchips went in was a 3-to-2 ratio. You know what? Just let's do that like 1 or 2 more times. I mean, how many turrets are we currently at? 14 out of 32. Okay. I'm sorry, but is that the Xenon building a station there? Or trying to, at least. It's the weapon component and advanced electronics which are the pain. That's like 2 hours. That's 2 hours of production on my station. Wait, don't we make like a ridiculous amount of superfluid coolant? Yeah, it takes So we are making 100, like 1,500. We're only using 150. Yeah, we definitely need another one of these. But good news is the dock's nearly done, so the blockages will be lessened. Please be quick about it.
Can I help?
Thank you for that. Okay, cool, and you'll be back here soon enough. Or back to the station that you're dropping those components off at soon enough.
Great work.
Yeah, that's one with the station. Yeah. Yeah. Which I don't know why they wanted to
Awaiting
find out
orders.
here, but Yeah, I think going for another mining rig is probably a safe bet. Just double checking you all are still doing stuff. Oh, you're going off to sell off hull parts here. Then when the eclipses are done, we'll add them onto the thing. What's my relations with the provinces adrift? Cigars Pioneers, I'm actually pretty high. 12, okay. So if I say I wanted to go, hey, well, sadly, yeah, they're not gonna let me go for like one of these yet. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have an Orca as my capital ship. With my personal fleet, it's probably gonna be an Orca and 2 sharks with everything that entails. And we can't go for rays or guppies yet. But honestly, these are really cool ships. The Boron stuff looks great. But I could go for a Hydra Corvette or a Thresher gunboat, or even just a basic scout fighter. But first off, I want to have a look at the builder. Anyway, yeah, I love the look of the Boron ships. No, I don't have a preset loadout for you. Hydra vs Thresher. Okay, so Corvette it's faster. However, a just gonna double check quickly. Like if I did want to go. Okay, yeah, there would be equipment. Um, then why? Okay. Okay, so a Corvette it's quicker. It's more. It has higher shields. However, the Thresher is more defended. Gunboat's a little more tougher, can but but slower, and can do a bit of damage. Gonna go for a Hydra. This does. This is anti-shield. Does so anti-shield. Does a bunch of shield does. Okay. I mean, it'll be a little more expensive, but this will eventually be just basic military ships, so 290, 650. Yeah. try not to take too long, please. What's the status on the...
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Yeah, you can defend against it. Ah. Oh, that's a big thing. You know, coming in for a whole part about from us. Argon ship. Interesting. That Xenon mining ship is not going to survive.
Entering system. Great Reef. Hydra.
Oh, so
Hydra.
quick elevator directly up to the cockpit. Or the more traditional elevator. Oh, there's nowhere else on the ship to go. Interesting. That's very interesting. So that's the gunnery control. I assume this is the nav... What's the navigation back? You know, doesn't matter.
Sir?
Okay. Oh yeah, which ship? So, one of the missions. Let's actually do the Boron quest line.
Boron Wharf.
Why? Forgot about boosting.
Identifying criminal.
Short range transporter. B.
Did I accidentally not? Ah. So I'm so used to playing other games where it's like, oh yeah, to do this special stuff you're gonna have to use the right mouse button. So, and the fact that X4 is like, oh yeah, just yeah, left mouse is fine.
Short range transporter. B.
Okay. Just give me a little bit to remind myself how to fly one of these. Well, A, just get used to flying Boron ships in general. B, this is a military ship that I've actually given the
Jump gate. Barren Shores.
that I've actually given the yeah, sorry. You know the system that we've been mining out for like ages? Yeah, you need to explore it for a little bit.
Autopilot. Engaged.
And the fact that we aren't central in the ship is odd as well, which will take some getting used to. So, thing I'm not exactly used to is the railgun's a lot slower of a shot.
Autopilot disengaged. Jump gate, Barren Shores.
But yeah, we should cripple anything we actually hit.
Entering system, Barren Shores. Jump gate, watchful gaze.
We could expand our... I mean, it would be a possibility to expand our advanced electronics operations. They're an extremely valuable thing to, you know, sell. And is making 800 an hour really enough? No. Let's face it, no. Especially if we eventually want to be making ships of our own, we're going to have to drastically increase our sizes.
Mercury, Vanguard. Jump gate, watchful gaze. Entering system, watchful gaze.
Just out of thought, you are actually still patrolling, right? You've gotten stuck.
Empty space.
I mean, we did get that boron mining ship a while back from one of these events and we sold it off.
Empty space. Derelict ship.
Oh my! Could that be?
Derelict.
By the Trinity, a Boron vessel.
My instinct says we should take a closer look.
This is a larger boron ship, yeah. Sorry, I am...
Assistant, I think you should suit up and investigate. Your ship's sensors are picking up a weak energy signature amongst the debris.
Yep.
Hydra.
See if you can repair the panel to gain access.
Derelict ship.
Yeah, this is a big one. Imagine if you could repair it though. That would have been great. Like an actual proper repair. Put back together. This would be the this would be the docking bay, wouldn't it? I mean, if the ship was still in one piece, that is. So this is some storage container that's obviously...
Running decryption and reconstruction algorithm. The data is woefully incomplete, but it appears that this was an outpost of some manner. There are signs of an attack from several directions. It seems that the operators would have had little, if any, time to react. How frustratingly peculiar. I am forwarding all of this to our esteemed expedition commander. Perhaps he can garner more clues. I have my doubts, though.
Oh, this is probably a station then.
Sir. Our team confirms that the Heretics End Gate does indeed contain the coordinates to the Kingdom End system. The timing cannot be coincidental, can it? Just after we received word from the Boron? Is it possible that their experiments were somehow related to the gate reinitialization?
Coordinates and timing are relevant, but not conclusive. The fact of the matter is that this is definitely not Kingdom End. Interstellar messenger drones are not the fastest form of communication. We do not know what has occurred on the Boron side since their last message. Theoretically, a connection between...
Sorry, I'm just gonna quickly see. Keep that on for now. I may change it later.
The two gates is possible, but that is just a theory. It could well be that the systems were linked in the distant past.
Yes. Unfortunately, a theoretical compatibility does not mean much in itself. If activating or reprogramming these gates were easy, I am certain I would have overcome the challenges long ago.
The split didn't exactly give you a choice over your research focus. Could this be the Boron? Could they really have unlocked jump gate technology?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. At this point, any further hypothesis would be mere speculation. Until we have more evidence, keep your ideas off General Comms. If you must elaborate your theories, feel free to put them in writing.
Yeah.
Empty space.
Something else out this way. Haha. That she's already just being like, yeah, we have our ideas. Let's discuss them.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Haha. Brilliant. No. But yeah, I think going for the Incarcators as the general ship is probably the safer bet. Can I go for the... Only 50,000 short. Not to mention a huge quantity of items, but yeah, I've already established trade with the Borons, like... Is it needy? It's like a completely mined out asteroid.
Hold on. I think I am picking up. Oh no, never mind that. Nothing of interest here. This system's peculiar conditions make getting accurate readings rather troublesome.
Explorer, you have an unidentified ship on an intercept trajectory. This is our first contact in the newly opened network. We have no idea of who they are, or their intentions. Investigate, and if possible, make contact, but maintain vigilance.
Unknown ship.
It's the Boron.
Oh my! Aliens! Please, do not be afraid. I shall disengage my armament. Greetings! I am so pleased to make your acquaintance.
Incredible! Finally, contact with our aquatic allies. Bosota, are you receiving this?
What did you say? A boron? Truly? A living, buoyant boron? Are my ocular sensor organs deceiving me? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bosota, and I can barely recall another boron face. I have been riven from my people for that long. Will you please deign to share your time with me?
I am Mila T, adventurer extraordinaire. I would be delighted to spend time with you.
As appointed delegate of the Alliance of the Word, please allow me to extend my greetings to you and your people. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Mila T.
I do not have any official capacity as such, but it is marvelous to be seeing actual people from beyond the disconnected gates. How did you get here? Has a gate reopened? Are we connected once more? Oh, I knew it would have to happen eventually. What joyous news!
Momentous news indeed. Although we are less than clear on how this has occurred. There was speculation that the Boron triggered the gate reinitialization. Messages from your scientists indicated that they were working on such a task. Please, can you direct us towards Kingdom End?
You were in contact with Kingdom End? That is marvelous news. It has been decades since we were cut off. We have heard nothing in all that time. The severing of the connection with Nishala has been indescribably distressing for all of us.
My system is in profound turmoil. To meet a fellow Boron after all these years is an incandescent joy. But to find that you, too, are cut off from the homeworld is a misery.
More than you know, Bosota. We have all mourned this loss.
But without access to Kingdom End, your Queen and Parliament, how do you govern yourselves?
After the severance, there was a period of chaos, until a royal steward was appointed. I have had dealings with him. It would be my pleasure to make an introduction.
We must make haste. is much to be discussed with your leadership.
Follow me, you cavalcade of curious creatures.
A Goron society not headed by a queen? This is somewhat hard to fathom.
Indeed, Bo-Sotar. From your own experience, you understand the pain of separation. I doubt other species appreciate the biological depth of our harmonious societal interconnection. It was worse than it is now. It used to be that all our systems were isolated. Severed, not just from Kingdom End, the Queen and Homeworld Nishla, but also from each other. Fortunately, several of our systems reconnected to each other eventually, but none received word from home. Reorganization became a necessity. The provinces adrift, as we call ourselves, were only ever intended to be temporary, but under the Royal Steward, it has grown into a comprehensive governing body. But some of us have never given up on Kingdom End. Your communication with the homeworld is momentous in the extreme. Not a soul in these systems has found evidence of where the Kingdom End even still exists.
Wow, your ship is faster than mine. That's what it is, a scout ship, and probably has something higher than just, you know, rank 1 in like the tier 1 engine.
Jumpgate, Barren Shores. Shuyaku, Vanguard. Autopilot, disengage.
Autosave.
Entering system, Barren Shores.
Silicon is a little low, but I mean, hopefully not too bad. And now looking at this is, yeah. Do that, then it'll allow me to do this eventually.
Autopilot, engage Piranha.
You bring us guests, outsiders, with a fleet no less. What have you been up to?
More than that, Royal Steward, I bring momentous news. The fleet, this Paranid-led fleet, it came from the Dormant Gate in watchful gaze. They have communicated with Kingdom End. They have no Kingdom End gate, but they have communication. We are connected to the network once more.
My word, the
delegation seeks an audience. May I?
Yes, of course. There is so much to discuss, so much to consider.
Royal Steward, would it be in order for me to accompany the delegation?
I'm sure you have other things to do. Diplomacy is not the same thrill as exploration.
Please, Royal Steward, with your permission.
Of course, Neela T. By all means, accompany the delegation.
Explorer, you have displayed some usefulness thus far. I'm tasking you with joining us in meeting the Royal Steward. I may have need of your insights.
You have clearly made an impression on the expedition commander. I sense you are becoming more central to his plans. Join the delegation. Watch this Royal Steward. I have some experiments to attend to, though I shall keep an eye on you.
Guppy. Docking granted.
Yeah, as a medium ship, I kind of have to go through space in my spacesuit to get into here, but no medium docking ports. Yeah, I'm the guy that's been trading with you for the past while. Yeah, I came in my spacesuit.
My ropalium near explodes with the joy of welcoming esteemed visitors. This historic occasion is the first of its kind. I am Leda V, Royal Steward of the Provinces Adrift. On behalf of Her Majesty the Queen, and as her loyal servant, it is my profound pleasure to welcome an emissary of the Perenid Empire. And once business is out of the way, I insist you join me on a more informal tour.
Esteemed Royal Steward Leda Wee, thank you for your most gracious welcome. You must forgive me. I, Numunkaret, am no Empire emissary. I represent the Alliance of the Word, a diplomatic forum and scientific organization funded by various races across the network.
My. But do you have letters patent from the Empire? The Provinces Adrift are in dire straits. We must negotiate terms of assistance.
I am compelled to reiterate, I do not speak for the Perenid authorities.
I'm willing to supply whatever's
We do
needed.
bring news which may bring joy. We have been in communication with Kingdom End. Limited fragile communication, but communication nevertheless. Some months ago, we received word from your homeworld. It was heartening to discover that the Boron Core has survived the shutdown, and learn of their most ambitious endeavor. Their entire scientific resources are focused on understanding and manipulating jump gate technology. We humbly request your permission to investigate the dormant jump gates in your territory, and to set up a scientific outpost in the region, should that be required.
There are so many implications to consider. This really is momentous. I am afraid I must decline your request, for now. We cannot be precipitous.
By the glistening waters of Nishala!
I fail to understand. We ask for no more than your permission. We certainly have no wish to be a drain on your resources.
Leda Wee, they are trying to connect us with Kingdom End. They have communications.
Neela T, this obsession with finding home is entirely yours. You may have the luxury of gallivanting around the galaxy in search of miracles, but I have responsibilities. I have the welfare of billions of souls to consider. Our guests have already made clear that the outside network, with all its resources, has been unable to connect with our homeworld. The priority at this juncture is the welfare of our people, and I shall not be distracted from that.
Honored host, we will of course expedite communications with the governments of the network. I'm sure emissaries are preparing as we speak.
Yeah, I have my own company. I'm willing to supply what's needed.
Please. I understand your request, but I do not think you understand what is at stake. Please have patience, but for now, the matter is settled.
Outrageous! The Boron Queen's government itself is racing to reconnect, and you decline to facilitate? What kind of royal steward are you?
Please?
There is nothing to be gained from trading insults.
This is absurd. Our work is of the utmost importance. Your obduracy is beyond me. I shall take my leave. Heading to the dock, awaiting pickup.
That
Sorry.
certainly could have gone better, but all may not be lost.
Ah, the silent one from our disappointing introduction. I regret my approach at our meeting. You see, I have not hosted a diplomatic function in decades. Unfortunately, I am simply not in the habit of communicating with anyone other than Boron, you see. We Boron converse amongst ourselves, relying on complex structures of pheromones, not just mere words. There was so much to communicate,
So basically
so
you
much
wanted to
to
smash it.
cogitate upon, yet the words failed to convey my meaning. You must imagine it like painting an ocean, yet having only a single shade of blue with which to do so. From time to time, I spend the waking nights pondering the very same question. It would be misleading to cast blame for all our miseries on the Great Shutdown. In fact, when we were first riven from the wider network, the vast majority of our Boron systems remained connected between themselves. Isolated from external threats, we commenced a new age of reflection and scientific endeavor. And while this period of peace brought the wealth of Kingdom N to fabulous new heights, we were not complacent. Resources were stockpiled throughout the Queendom, a precautionary measure. Oh, we thought we were prepared, yet in truth we were far from it. We Boron are inherently connected to each other, you see. We thrive on a collective sort of innate affinity. Once that connection was severed, each system found itself in complete isolation. Things fell apart quite quickly, I'm afraid to say. Productivity collapsed catastrophically. Stockpiles were depleted far more rapidly than anticipated, and there was no way to replenish them. After years of disarray, Great Reef finally reconnected with barren shores. Later, it was joined by several other systems. The provinces adrift were founded, but by then the damage was done. We still lacked crucial resources. I contend that it was
What
the
was
collective
that?
psychological toll of the severance that
Gruesome
caused
Gates,
this,
obviously.
more so than the evident logistical challenges posed by the shutdown. Your expedition commander hardly seemed in the mood for positive solutions. I cannot imagine that you presume to speak for him.
Assistant, perhaps uncovering more context first may help with your solutioneering.
The Protectorate has determined that this system poses no threat to the citizens of Sol or the wider network. Our orders are to deploy to a position of more strategic importance. Still, stay alert. None of us know what might be lurking out there.
The Alliance of the Ward thanks you for your support. You shall proceed alone from here on. Our military friends are needed elsewhere.
Where am I? Yeah, here. Make sure you're keeping up with us, please.
Stuart and I have had our differences in the past, but I'm so very sorry you had to witness that embarrassingly discordant display. Leader B and I disagree on much, but he is not a bad person. You know, he is just scared. I think he is scared of falling short. He carries the weight of the expectations of the entire provinces. He wants to keep everyone safe, and I think he fears that your expedition will exacerbate an already dangerous situation. Yes, fraught with danger. The provinces lie
Dangerous.
uncomfortably
Yeah,
close to
okay,
Kark territory.
Kark.
When Sanctuary of Darkness first connected to the provinces, it triggered regular attacks. We barely managed to protect ourselves with the meager military that we could cobble together. Thankfully, the waves have calmed for now. The Kark incursions eventually ceased. All attempts to communicate with these enigmatic creatures have failed, so I would hesitate to call it a ceasefire. It is more of a lull in hostilities. As you can imagine, the situation remains rather fragile. Pleasant travels.
Okay, the Cerberus is... built, but yeah. It's basically just hope they can get enough stuff here. I'm already starting to build up cash again, which is nice. Ooh, I am tempted to go for more advanced electronics. What do you mean? Using combat, you. What did you do? Have you been chasing this thing the entire time? Oh, you are going down, aren't you? That is... Okay, a new Eclipse Vanguard is also going to be needed in the... basic defense craft loadout. However... not gonna happen anytime soon.
Who does this fool think he is? Does he not understand the gravity of our mission? Withholding his consent? We shall continue without it if necessary. Why do you think I remain on this fool's dock? And who are you to tell me to calm myself? I appreciate your contributions to our mission, but do not forget that I remain your superior. I must clear my head of the fool's petulance before I return to my post. Yes, you are right. That much is obvious. I cannot help but wonder if there is more to the issue than that. Perhaps he is overly attached to his role as Prime Administrator of the provinces. A reunion with King Demend would inevitably result in him having to relinquish power and standing. Ah, I understand. He is worried that our presence will stir up an infestation of the Chitterers. The Alliance of the Word is certainly prepared to provide assurances that our investigation will not leave him exposed to Ka'ak attacks.
Okay. Back to the bridge.
Ah, the silent one from our disappointing introduction. Your commendable commitment to peace is as welcome as it is unexpected. The Alliance of the Word is to be lauded for its respect for our peaceful ways. Ah, the silent one from our disappointing introduction.
Okay, so...
Ah, the silent one from our disappointing introduction. I regret my approach at our meeting. You see, I have not hosted a diplomatic function in decades. Unfortunately, you must imagine it like painting an... You are correct, of course. I am embarrassed to say that our defensive capabilities are woeful. Our economy is so... For half a century of ice, and should word spread of the... It might be akin to... One moment. If we had anything of value to loot, we would not be discussing skirmishes. They would descend upon us in hordes. From time to time, what product stop after the... I contend that it was the collect... you must imagine it like painting and... You are correct. I am... For half a century of isolate, and should word spread of the valuable equipment and facility... It might be akin to... One moment. I have, even now, received word. If we had anything of value to loot, we would not be discussing skirmishes. They would...
Okay, now, so about the split. What is going on? It's not you, it's the... this. Do you have something in your inventory? Why are you... Just leave. Can I rename these, even though the... Okay, cool. Now I go... Okay, and I'll go back down to 2 million. Ships. Confirm that. And now I will go for 2 defense craft for the yeah. And hopefully that'll work out. We lost a Mercury Vanguard. Oh, and we're down to ooh. I am annoyed, okay?
Disengaged. Entering system. Barren Shores.
Okay. It is... I think it's you? No. Forget it. Okay.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay, follow Neela T. Just double check, but it's a frigate. Try. Yeah, frigate 2 heavy fighters for life. Okay.
Neela T, you bring us guests, outsiders, with a fleet no less. What have you been up to?
More than that, Royal Steward, I bring momentous news.
Let's try that again.
The fleet, this Paranid-led fleet, it came from the Dormant Gate in watchful gaze. They have communicated with Kingdom Ends. They have no Kingdom End gate, but they have communication. We are connected to the network once more.
My word, if...
Docking.
The delegation seeks an audience. May I?
Yes, of course. There is so much to discuss, so much to consider.
Royal Steward, would it be in order for me to accompany the delegation?
I'm sure you have other things to do. Diplomacy is not the same thrill as exploration.
Please, Royal Steward, with your permission.
Of course, Neela T. By all means, accompany the delegation.
Explorer, you've displayed some usefulness thus far. I'm tasking you with joining us in meeting Royal Steward. We have need of your insights.
You have clearly made an impression on the expedition commander. I sense you are becoming more central to his plans. Join the delegation. Watch this Royal Steward.
Okay, let's go.
I have some experiments to attend to, though I shall keep an eye on you.
Ah, the silent one from our disappointing introduction.
Assistant, perhaps uncovering more context first.
It would, in fact, what proto stuff I contend that it was the you must imagine it. You are correct. I am embarrassed. Our economy is so fractured. For half a century of ice, and should word, it might, one moment, if we had anything of value to loot, we would not be discussing skirmishing.
That certainly could have gone better, but all may not be lost.
Okay.
The Protectorate has determined that this system poses no threat.
Who does this fool think he is? Withholding his consent? What? I must clear my head of the fool. Yet, perhaps a reunion with King Demand would inevitably. Well, we are a scientific expedition, so our offensive options are rather limited in that regard. What we can do, however, is make assurances that any valuable equipment that is transported into Boron space will be well guarded, making it an unappealing target. Furthermore, I am prepared to place several scouts at his disposal, and to establish a network of satellites in watchful gaze. That will give the split cause to reconsider an incursion into the provinces. The situation with this steward does indeed seem resolvable, though I fear he wears my patience thin. Take this matter in hand. Go and see the fool. Perhaps you can change his mind.
Okay. You know what, I'm gonna save, just ensure that try to ensure that things work out. But yeah, you're going off to go do stuff. You're selling off engine parts here. You're heading on down to give a tiny bit of water. More water. Yeah. Yeah, and we're patrolling watchful gaze anyway, so
Entering system. Great Reef.
Ah, the silent one from our disappointing we bore up. There was, yet you must imagine it like painting an ocean. I am for, and it if we had anything of value to loot, we would not be discussing. Ah, the silent one from our your expedition commander Hard. I cannot imagine.
Assistant, perhaps uncovering more context first.
okay. Go to the crew quarters, talk to Neela T, get the information about.
Stuart and I had our differences, and I'm pleased he is just. He carries the weight of the when we thank all attempts. So as you can imagine, the situation remains rather fragile. Oh, you took time after time, but he has come to the conclusion. I would hate for you to get the impression that out on the fringes, I am serving the Queen. You see, I do not like to draw too much attention before you bow or anything, and that is not how I'm. Yet, it drives me to find a path back home, for the people to once again delight in a reunited, pleasant travels.
Okay, so basically she is distantly related to the Queen.
The Alliance of the Ward is certainly prepared to provide assurances.
Okay.
Ah, the silent one from our disappointing introduction. The Alliance of the Word is to be lauded for its respect for our peaceful ways.
Provide security to protect your borders.
Well, this is an unexpectedly kind offer from the Alliance of the Word. I must admit that security assistance in these uncertain times would indeed be a welcome reassurance. I must say how thoroughly reassured I am. And again, please accept my most profound apologies for our earlier miscommunication. Clearly, our values are in auspicious alignment. I am confident that you will ensure no harm befalls my charges. Please, do proceed with my blessing and my people's support for the success of your historic mission.
Yep.
With the gate and watchful gaze reactivated, to our knowledge, only 3 more dormant gates remain in province space. One is located in Ocean of Fantasy, another in Barren Shores. The final one was discovered by scouts in Sanctuary of Darkness. If Sanctuary of Darkness sounds foreboding, you may find that the name is fitting. It is host to a significant Ka'ak infestation. Urgh. Even uttering the name makes my fins tingle. Yet I must remain firm on the matter. Do not, under any circumstances, engage with the Ka'ak. Every interaction with them results in horrific conflict.
Yep. Don't fight
our
them.
word, Leader Wee. We shall do
He's just sitting up
everything
on
in
the...
our power to avoid undue provocation.
Could have came down.
Thank you. And may I bestow upon you a gift? We have prepared for you a fighter ship. A humble gift, but hopefully it will be of use to you in the times ahead.
We are most grateful. You have been an exemplary host. Explorer, you have done well to secure access for us to continue our mission. Please, claim the scout ship as your own. It will serve you well.
Okay. Ooh.
Mako.
We need to investigate the dormant gates to formulate the next step of our expedition.
I am already familiar with the gate in Ocean of Fantasy. If you supply me with the necessary equipment and provide me with a few pointers as to what exactly I am to do, it would be my deepest pleasure to assist.
Excellent. The Alliance shall investigate Barren Shores. That only leaves the matter of the final gate, the location of which is somewhat more precarious. Explorer, you have excelled thus far. Put that new fighter of yours to good use, and find Sanctuary of Darkness. It seems that you are best suited to this task.
Okay. Transfer crew.
All the times I dreamt of being reunited with my fellow Boron, it never crossed my mind that they might be in such impoverished circumstances. I know that the Alliance has received communications from Kingdom End, but those were dispatched decades ago. Hopefully, they have fared better than the Boron here. I am curious about the contents of their message. Just how much of their preliminary findings have they shared with their Alliance counterparts? Once we have gained access to both gates' data, maybe the Alliance really intends to conduct experiments from our side too. Trying to manipulate gates would be an incredibly involved undertaking. Yet it seems as though Numankaret is single-minded about the whole endeavor. Can you imagine the possibilities that would be open to us if we could manipulate these gates at will?
So... You... Do I need up the Mako? Honestly, no. It has pretty good engine and shielding, though. You know what? just over a million. Just found the Xenon Wharf. Okay, then you can just been an honor, but honestly I don't need you.
I have arrived at my designated inactive gate. I shall commence taking readings immediately.
Navigation. Prepare to dock.
Acknowledged. Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Bring the ship in slowly.
Didn't they? Oh, don't engage with the Kark, yeah.
I knew I could count on you.
Mission interrupted. New mission activated.
Still waiting on the stuff to get there. Okay.
Boron Wharf. Jumpgate, Barren Shores.
Let's go. What's the operational range on the railgun? So that's cool. Ooh, 10 kilometer range. Wow. Okay. No, not this. Pulse railgun. Yes, 8 kilometers. Wow, takes a bunch of that.
Autopilot engaged.
Should probably sleep. should probably have to paint up, continue painting up my Death Guard. Yes, the main army for 30k will be Death Guard, and secondary is going to be White Scars.
Autopilot disengaged.
Which is interesting because, honestly, obviously many legions had their rivalries. Wordbearers and Ultramarines, Imperial Fists and Iron Warriors, etc, etc, etc. One that isn't generally talked about is Death Guard and...
Entering system. Barren Shores.
And the White Scars. Mainly stem from their Primarchs. Like seriously, Dragonite, Khan, and Mortarion just ended up at each other's throats so often.
Autopilot disengaged. Laser tower Mark 1.
Quick, look at any. Ooh.
Laser tower Mark 1. Laser tower Mark. Laser tower Mark 2. Laser tower Mark 1.
Oh, there's a few Mark 2s intermittently mixed.
Laser tower Mark 1.
Please halt. We will be scanning your inventory.
Hydra.
Oh, please go in and attack them.
Hydra. Laser tower Mark 1.
I would love to know the...
Laser tower Mark 2. Laser tower Mark 1. Laser tower Mark 2.
So it's going to be slowly sniping them while...
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Laser Tower, Mark II. Laser Tower, Mark I. Laser Tower, Mark II. Laser Tower, Mark I. Laser Tower, Mark Laser Tower, Laser Tower, Mark II.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, am I gonna get paid because of how slow I'm going?
Thanks for your help.
Laser Tower, Mark I.
Okay, just wait until we are...
I am a more skillful pilot than you might expect.
Oh, that's probably how you scan stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, because of how slowly it takes me to get through these, I'm gonna get a bunch of extra cash and relations.
Behemoth, E.
Oh, that's a skill plate. Ooh.
Laser Tower, Mark I.
You were expecting to beat me easily, but you were mistaken.
Why do they have a behemoth, by the way?
Laser Tower, Mark I. Laser Tower, Mark II.
A few others are in
Laser
range.
Tower, Mark I.
Requesting immediate backup. Definitely regret that. You were expecting to beat me easily, but you were mistaken.
Laser Tower, Mark II.
They are doing nothing to the fact.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
I am a more Thanks for your help. Than you might expect.
So obviously I'm gonna be going after the Holy Order of the Paranid at some point. So what I'm probably gonna do is take them out, but like, basically, I'd go after some of their larger like cargo ships.
Laser Tower Mark 1.
You were expecting to beat me easily, but you were mistaken. Requesting immediate backup.
Thank you.
Thanks for your help.
So quick thing.
not let you get away with that.
Slowly catching up.
I am a more skillful pilot than you might expect.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Auto.
Thanks for your help.
Yep.
Thanks for your help.
Now we are reputation rank 15 with the Borox. Boron, sorry.
I scored top marks in my combat training, I will have you know.
Sorry, Hushed and Shaft. I have no idea what you're saying.
Dolphin. Jump gate, Great Reef. Entering system, Great Reef. Autopilot. Disengage.
Now we need to be careful in here.
Entering system, Sanctuary of Darkness.
Sanctuary of Darkness. According to our archives, there was once a Xenon presence hereabouts in the network. I wonder what befell them.
Oh, is that so? Then we were quite lucky that our systems were not connected directly to a Xenon stronghold. There is no way we would have survived, given the state of our military.
Now, see if you can locate the inactive gate in this system.
Be careful. Take great care when navigating. We must honor our word and avoid the cut. You will also need to be cautious of the region's other hazards. I recommend that you stick close to the asteroids. They seem to be an exceptional indicator of where your ship will not be harmed.
Oh, is that it?
Unknown station.
So I think this is meant to be like a quick jump back. Come on, continue forward. How can we have the Explorer do this? Okay, found the jump gate. What?
Danger. Autopilot engaged. Danger. Autopilot disengaged. Danger.
I am in the red zone, which is what you said which is what was said needed to be done.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Go before odometer, please.
Danger. Danger. Danger.
Okay. But the fact it started eating away at my shields when I was in the what was the part of the red zone on the map.
Empty space. Unknown object.
Okay, let's go.
There it is. Approach the jump gate in the cell. Try to get a reading.
Why did I get stuck with the most dangerous job? Two of the Nova Vanguards have been built.
make sense of some of the information that we are retrieving. It seems apparent that some of the data likely represents the coordinates of other jump gates. Whether this means that these gates were connected in the distant past is mere conjecture. Perhaps the builders had reasons unknown to us for certain gates to hold, special compatibility. The vast majority of the data in these caches remains a vexing mystery to us all.
Sit here, hope for the best.
We've gathered everything we can access from this nacelle. Move on to the one on the opposite side. Yes, some of this data looks rather promising. I'm forwarding all of this to our science team as we speak.
I'm probably sending a copy to, to Bersatar.
Oh my! I'm picking up a worrisome fluctuation in energy signatures.
Forager.
Bravely, Explorer.
Yes. Your display of skill was altogether impressive. I just hope this commotion does not result in a more severe and unwelcome reaction.
Our science team has pored over the data that Neil and team was able to lift from the cache. While we have not yet completed our examination of the Sanctuary of Darkness cache, it is quite obviously the most promising of the gates. Despite the additional challenges that Ka'ak will represent.
More dangerous, perhaps. But I'm afraid that things are not going well in Ocean of Fantasy either. The system's planet is devastated and completely uninhabitable.
Perhaps, once the provinces have re-established their economy, they can attempt some terraforming. For now, this expedition needs you to map out safe passage for a larger fleet to navigate through Sanctuary of Darkness. You can use nav beacons to determine an appropriate route. Just stay clear of the Ka'ak installations. And other hazardous regions, obviously. For a better overview of the task in hand, do not hesitate to consult your map. It appears you lack sufficient nav beacons. You can acquire them at any wharf, shipyard, or equipment dock. I believe we passed a wharf in Great Reef as we made our way into the system.
Sir?
So that's why there were nav beacons on the
Hydra. Hydra.
Of course, safety seems to be a relative term, but maybe not using my super expensive warship would probably be the smarter idea.
Entering system. Great Reef.
Navigation. Prepare to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Bring the ship in slowly.
Confirmed. Please hold. We will be scanning your cargo hold.
A scan? Oh, okay.
The scan showed nothing unexpected. Thank you for your time.
Entering system. Sanctuary of Darkness.
I don't think I wanted two on top of each other, but honestly, I don't choose. Careful, don't just fly off into the middle of nowhere. It's not a good system to... You know what, just to be petty there. Cool, another 2 Novas. Now just the 2,
You know, for the longest time,
Eclipses.
the community of planets thought the Kark had been eradicated by their joint efforts. Recent attacks on solitary miners, and now this, prove this notion was overly optimistic.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Why are you flying into the...
Hull damaged.
Yes, it looks like you have found a route. Nicely done, Explorer. Everyone, move in. The expedition shall now establish a scientific outpost. This may be the beginning of a most fruitful phase in our journey together.
Sorry, but you're being...
The nav beacon you just placed is too far away from any other beacon.
Yeah.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Which one? You and it See you again.
Established a perimeter around the inactive jump gate. Now we are commencing the construction of an outpost. Do not elevate your hopes quite yet. Experimentation shall begin soon, but jump gate technology is very alien and highly volatile. We do not know for certain whether we can ever successfully force a connection, particularly without real-time coordination with our Kingdom End counterparts. Nonetheless, we have an ideal candidate gate for experimentation. The Alliance of the Word has an obligation to our cousins in Kingdom End to try our utmost. These technological marvels have eluded our understanding to date. Something about the interfaces remains stubbornly out of reach. The final
We have
spark.
new orders.
In many cases,
Navigation.
congratulations.
Fly
You
to
have
the
performed your
following
part,
position.
and you have done so unimpeachably. We will keep you updated on our progress in the coming years. And, if fate wills it,
Navigation.
you might one day find your name in the
Path
annals
down.
of the great explorers and scientists.
Yep, cool, thanks.
Docking permission granted.
Bring us into dock.
Acknowledged.
Dropping in a bunch of engine parts over here.
Please hold. We will be scanning your cargo hold. The scan has been completed. We'd like to inform you that nothing untoward has been found.
Docking permission granted.
Assistant, you must forgive my absence in your most recent exploratory endeavors. It is just, I have been somewhat preoccupied with my own observations.
Cool.
When did Numankaret say the Alliance of the Word plans to conclude their experiments?
Requesting permission well, to dock. The expedition leader did suggest that he would keep us up to date over the coming years.
What? Years, you say? That is... Oh my, that is rather disappointing. I had hoped to contribute to their experiments right away. Well, since you are already running errands in Boron space, would you mind assisting me in my personal research? Ever since my tentacles first grasped the scientific equipment in this research installation, I have been utterly fascinated by the Great Reef Nebula.
Yes,
Not
I'm
even
aware
that
of that.
pesky Sagaris Pioneers vessel could divert my focus for long.
Yeah.
You see, I have identified several neutron stars. Magnetars, in fact, which pulse in an oddly specific way. One could be an anomaly. Two might be a coincidence. But I have already identified a potential third. I need you to verify my observations. Independently. To that end, I have compiled a list of positions in Great Reef that I need you to visit. Please do forgive me if I appear somewhat excitable. There is a chance that this could point to a discovery of immeasurable significance.
Yeah, as long as I don't have to wander around the Sanctuary of Darkness again and Oh, the station count has skyrocketed, really. Yeah, the tower components will now be bottlenecked.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Oso has informed me of your exciting plans. You must let me accompany you. In fact, I will not take no for an answer. The Alliance is in the midst of their preparations. I have to say, the deluge of scientific jargon leaves me cold. I much prefer action.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
That would be just wait for him to collect his stuff.
Awaiting orders.
Yep. But yeah, I am gonna need you to quickly fly on over, head around to Argon Space. No, not sorry.
Please hold. We will be scanning your cargo hold. The scan has been completed, and I'm pleased to inform you that nothing untoward has been found.
Navigation. Fly to the following position.
Entering system. Heretics End. Now entering system. Argon Prime.
No.
Nova. Vanguard.
Go for could go for another thing. You see, the go for more fighting or go for more build. Go for more building. No, not that one. I misclicked. No.
Entering system. Heretics End. Entering system. Barren Shores.
We need to perform a transfer. Great work.
I paid 40 million. 40 plus 50% would be 60 million. Not 45.
Hydra. Entering
But
system.
then again, I suppose
Watchful gaze.
taking into account the actual cost for the materials I had to buy in.
Entering system. Morningstar.
I don't know whose build storage that is.
Entering system. Watchful gaze. Hydra. Entering system. Heretics End. Entering system. Morningstar. Entering system. Hatikva's choice.
Navigation. Prepare to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Bring us into dock.
We were hit.
Affirmative.
Elite Vanguard, you... Oh! Yeah, well, kind of your fault for running into Xenon defense platform.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Frigate and 4 fighters. And then one of these.
We have new orders. Navigation. Fly to the following position.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Interesting. What? Interesting. Very interesting. Don't have the capital ship license yet. There's apparently 8. Where are the 8 small docks? And the side here. Well. Next time we have some easy missions for us to do. Ship value. If we have to, obviously, we're probably gonna have to pay more. They have to get this stuff in. Yeah. I mean, this is also a big carrier, however, I think, honestly, the boron stuff looks better. So yeah, with only a... I know, plus 15, so not too much more needed. Do we have... No, we don't have the Argon's trade
permission granted.
license.
Hydra.
And let me... Yeah, this is probably the one we're gonna do next. check out if there's any interesting buildings we want. I suppose going for the event, going for fabrication bay would not be the worst idea in the world.
Good luck out there. Good luck out there.
Excellent. Now I don't have to worry about keeping up on the prices ever again. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Gonna call it here. I am way too tired to be doing this right now. Yeah, bye. That's ensuring it to say I get a save in. Oh look, there's my ship.